Up until 1930, when people would take a road trip, they literally took a big trunk, put everything in it that they needed for a road trip, and strapped it to the back of a car. After 1930, thankfully, car manufacturers built a trunk into the body of the car. Most trunks are in the back like mine. Some trunks are up front, but now we've got a place to put suitcases and all kinds of things, and that is the problem. You see, what we human beings are like is you give us an empty space and we will fill it. We will put spare parts in trunks, we will put raincoats and umbrellas and tools, and before you know it, we've filled the entire trunk. Well, as you know, one of the things that COVID-19 has done is it has given us an opportunity to declutter. We're decluttering closets and pantries and bedrooms. Well, I decided to declutter my trunk. You see, I used to carry too many things in my trunk. In fact, there was a time when Beth and I lived in a very sandy place where I carried a shovel along with everything else. But the problem is, if you carry excess weight in your trunk, you put too much wear on your suspension and your brakes and your transmission and your engine. In fact, you will increase your fuel consumption up to 2%. And so what I want you to do is consider decluttering your trunk. Right now, all I have in my trunk is a raincoat, some tools, some spare oil, and my beloved air compressor. Let me read Hebrews 12 to you so that you can see what it would be like to declutter your heart from excess weight. Hebrews 12:1 says, "Let us lay aside every weight and the sin that clings so closely." What Paul was thinking about was an athlete who knew that if he had too much excess weight or heavy clothes, it would impede their speed. And so I'm saying to you, is it possible that COVID-19 has given us an opportunity to declutter our hearts? You and I have so many distractions. We've been a culture that has had wealth and ease and comfort, and a lot of that has gotten stripped away. And it could be that this is God's timing for us to look at our hearts and reduce some of the distractions and the excess weight that keeps us from serving the Lord. The original people who got the letter of Hebrews started off the Christian life very well, but over time they gathered excess weight and they slackened off in that great contest of the Christian life to run that race with endurance. And so I call on you as I call on myself. Let's get rid of some of the things that are weighing us down so that we can run the race well. Let me read that to you again. Let us lay aside every weight and the sin that clings so closely, that we might be able to run competitively, aggressively, and even vigorously the race that is before us. God bless you.